Welcome back to the Guy Cater Show. I'm Guy Cater and I'm here with Paul Bates. Now, Paul is an incredible, wonderful magician, a great personality, and he's known as Zappo.
Hello, nice to see you. Thanks for having me on.
Good to have you on the show, it really is.
Yeah.
And you look so great as well.
Oh, thank you. It's one of my many outfits, you know.
Now, you are very well known right across the country. How did you start as a magician?
To cut a long story short, I was probably, when we moved from England, we went to Wanganui, and my father, who you know, Ken Bates,
Yes.
is a magician, and we joined a magic club. I was about 12 at that time, the Wanganui Magic Circle. So I started dabbling in magic, doing this a hobby, and I did that till I was about 20. And then I sort of got sick of it, so I decided I wanted to be a flight attendant.
Yes.
So I left Wanganui and I flew for 15 years, still doing a bit of magic, going to magic conventions.
Yes.
Then I thought, right, what do I want to do with the rest of my life? So I thought, right, I want to become a full-time magician, specialising in children's entertainment,
Yes.
which I love. And I spent 2 years in Wellington setting myself up, and never looked back, and next year's my 20th anniversary as full-time Zappo.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
It's quite a name as well. How did you get the name?
It's funny, as a child I was called Radar the Magician. Mum and Dad nicknamed me Radar because I always, they were saying I was always earwigging, you know, listening in. So
Yes.
from Radar
Yes.
O'Reilly from MASH.
Yes.
And I wanted a name, and I was working in a restaurant where I was setting up Paul Bates Magician, and there was a lady in Wellington, her name was called Amanda Nicole, and she was a milliner, and she and a couple of other people used to come in every Friday night. I always looked after them, and I heard that she used to make hats, so I went down to her work one day and I said, look Amanda, I want to make like a squashed hat. I've got the hat, got the material, would you do it for me? She said, yeah. So I went back a week later, and she said, they are Zappo. And I went, oh, I like that name. And that's how it was born.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's lasted well.
Yeah, so all those years. I think that there is another Zappo the Magician in America.
Right.
Apparently.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It's the same.
Not nearly as good as Zappo New Zealand, I'm sure.
We're all different styles.
Well, in fact, we're going to find out. And for the people that don't know you, we're going to show you working with the kids. And this is at a kindergarten, I believe. You're not sure
fun
which...
educational show?
Yeah, something like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's have a look at this.
Okay.
Hello, nicely. Say hello properly. Oh, I see you're a bit of a comedian then, aren't you? Yes, I am. Do you want to do the song for the children? Please. Okay then. Music button and belly button. Thank you. Now, Hippopotamus, tell the children what you'd like for Christmas. You can have anything. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. What? Only a hippopotamus will do. I don't want a doll, no dinky tinky toy. I want a hippopotamus to play with and enjoy. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I'll buy you one. I don't think Santa Claus will mind, do you? He won't have to use our dirty chimney flue. Just bring him through the front door, that's the easy thing to do. I can see me now on Christmas morning, creeping down the stairs. Oh, what joy and what surprise when I open up my eyes to see a hero standing there. I want to
You like the life, and the
hippopotamus.
kids just love you.
Oh, thank you. No, I like working with children. 90% of my work is 4, 5, 6, 7-year-olds. With 5 and 6 is probably my biggest audience that I pull, you pull into. And what I like about it is they're fun, they're honest, and it's all about the comedy with the magic.
So despite the digital age, magic is still appealing to children?
Oh yeah, I don't think, we've got computers, you've got iPads and all that, but live entertainment, you can't go away from live entertainment. It's
you can't.
So real, and it's great. Like last week when I was working at Te Papa Museum, and I had about 400 mixed age children, and you know, just to hear them laughing, it's great because it makes you feel good and you work that bit harder.
Yes,
you know?
yes,
and,
yeah.
No, I don't think computers will ever take away, you know, live entertainment.
No.
And kids love magic, especially, you know, when you do birthday parties, like your birthday parties are your bread and butter, you know, weekend work, and, you know, when you're producing coins from behind children's ear and getting them up and having some fun, you know. Yeah.
I do know for 20 years I was a children's entertainer,
Yes.
and there are times I miss it. And it's like you said, the laughter of the kids is just delightful. How did you get on? You've been on television, you've done what now?
Yeah, well, that was many years ago. Yeah, I've done several interviews. I've done 3 DVDs for children, educational type shows, so it's a fun show with educational values aimed at the younger audience. Like this last year's, I have a different theme each year.
Yes.
So this year, for the past year, it's Zappo's Magic Garden. So it's a magic show about sustainability, and it's teaching the children how to grow things, recycle, reuse, all with magic props.
Yes.
So you source the props and you put it together in a show. With a puppet, I do a bit of vent as well.
Yes.
And this year I've got a worm puppet. You know,
worm.
so that, well, you talk about worm farms. A lot of kindergartens have, you know, worm farms.
Yes.
Yeah, insects and tricks, you know, with caterpillars changing to butterflies, and I produce a rabbit, of course. The kids love the rabbit, and I put a bit of music in the show. So I write songs as well. So that's a small part of the magic, like the whole package.
The Wibbly Wobbly song, is that...
That's my theme song.
That's your theme song.
Yeah,
I've seen that. Actually, we may show a little bit of that as well later on as well, because it really, it's so much fun. And then, in fact, we will do that, and when we come back, maybe you can show me a little bit of magic.
No problem at all.
Well, let's have a look over here.
Big marches on the spot. Here we go. Take your arms up. Wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly. This is what you do. Wiggle all your fingers and the magic will come to you. Wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly. You can do it too. Wiggle all your fingers and the magic will come to you. Wiggle your fingers and thumbs and the magic will come to you. Now Zappo the magician, he wanted a new hat. So he opened his book of magic spells, and out jumped a cat. The cat's name was Spellbound, his eyes were bright blue. He turned to Zappo, smiled and said, this is what you do. Wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly, this is what you do. Wiggle all your fingers and the magic will come to you. Wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly, you can do it too. Wiggle all your fingers and the magic will come to you. Wiggle your fingers and the magic will come to you.
I didn't write Wibbly Wobbly. There's a very famous magician in England called Terry Herbert, and as a teenager I just loved his DVD he put out, and he's got the most amazing style working with children. And in his show he used the words wibbly wobbly. I mean, there's lots of magic words like abracadabra, hocus pocus, alakazam, hey presto, open sesame. And I like wibbly wobbly, and I used it one day, and you get the kids to wiggle the fingers.
Yes.
And wibbly wobbly is like my trademark, so most children know. And so we decided years ago, I decided years ago, to write a song to interact with the children at the end of the show with a little bit of movement. Mm-hmm. And I wrote the Wibbly Wobbly song. So it's basically a story about me wanting a new hat, and a cat jumps out, and eventually, you know, you've got your hat, but it's with a chorus with wibbly wobbly, this is what you do, wiggle all your fingers and the magic will come to you. So it's that interaction with the children, and
obviously the kids that have seen your show before, they know the song.
Oh yeah. And then someone actually sent me a post on Facebook the other day. There was a David Tennant from Doctor Who, wibbly wobbly timey-wimey. He's used that. So, and there's a wibbly wobbly song that was written probably back in the 30s or 40s. So it's a sort of common name, but I love it. The kids love it.
Yeah,
you know.
it suits you. It suits the performance.
Bright breezy.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Really nice, good.
So where do you go from here?
Where do I go from here? Going back to Wellington.
Go back to Wellington, because you live there.
Got a couple of days off, back into birthday parties, I've just finished 2 weeks of school holiday shows doing
right.
shopping malls.
Yes.
And doing quite a few bit of work at Te Papa, as well as doing a couple of balloon workshops.
You do balloons, don't you?
Yeah, I'm a balloon twister. I've twisted, as we say, twisted. I've twisted all my life, and then it was probably about 8 or 9 years ago, there was a magic convention in Palmerston North, and I was doing a wee balloon workshop for the magicians, and there was this lady that was coming to help me. She was up from Dunedin. Her name's called Pippity Pop.
I have heard of her. I want to get her on the show. Yes.
The goddess of balloons.
Yes.
I mean, we bow down to her. And she was doing something, and I looked at her work, and I thought, I thought I was good, and I thought, right, back to the drawing board. This lady is amazing, and her work is just flawless.
Yes.
And I got to meet her, and she told me about a balloon convention in Australia called OzJam, which is all balloonatics that go there, workshops.
We had Donna Dunslot on the show.
Donna, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She made a big,
she's another goddess too. I
Yep.
saw that.
And you're magic.
And I'm magic. Yeah, a bit of everything,
Do you happen to have anything with you?
Yeah, I've got a wee trick I do with some of my older children. Hang on, just got down here.
Pretend I'm older.
Oh no, it's a piece of rope. No, the 7 or 8 year olds love this trick. So take a piece of rope, grab the rope, give it a tug to make sure it's nice and strong.
It's nice and strong.
Oh, very nice. Now, do you have any scissors on you, Guy?
No, I don't.
Well, I happen to have brought some just here. I've got one here, all underneath the table. Right, put the scissors there, and I need a set of spare ends. These are called spare ends. Take the spare ends, give them a tug to make sure they're nice and strong.
Oh, they're lovely and strong.
Oh, very good. I'll place them on my ear for later. We'll come back to those shortly. If I just take the rope, just fold it about halfway, give it a cut. 2 pieces of rope. Now, if you take the 2 pieces of rope, hold up the ends. We have 4 ends. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Right. Take a deep breath, blow. No, blow, don't spit. No, blow. That'd be odd. Say the magic words, restoro, reparo.
Restoro, reparo.
That's Latin for fix. You fix
Oh,
the rope.
wow, look at that.
Now, if I was to join the rope together like that with some glue or sellotape, it's called a circle of rope.
Mm-hmm.
Magicians don't say that. We say endless piece of rope, because as you know, an endless piece of rope has no
end.
Oh, very good. I'll show you what I mean. Hold out your hands there, Guy. Right, I'm going to throw you the ends on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, you catch the ends, and I'm left with an endless piece of rope. Now, if I want to make the rope longer, of course, you can take your spare ends, you just wrap them round like that, give it a blow, and the rope restores. Voila. All right, they are. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Did you hear the gasp from our producer over there?
Oh, thank you.
That is superb.
That's a quick version of it, because time's short.
Time is short, yes.
Oh, you put those under your pillow tonight, say wibbly wobbly 3 times. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, should turn into a $1 coin.
I will do. I'll put that under my pillow, to put them under my pillow.
There's a lot of children in Wellington, I tell you what, that put it under the pillow. And, there's one child was talking to her mother the other day, and she said the child, all the time, every night, once a week. She's done it for about 2 years. Yeah.
I love it. So you're making the parents poorer and the kids happier.
That's the main thing.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
It has been an absolute delight having you on the show. Thank you so very, very much.
Good to see you, and we'll catch up with you again very shortly.
Give my regards to your dad.
I will.
Wonderful.
All right. See you.
Well, that wraps up the show. Wasn't it fantastic? I love my special guests, and I'd like to thank them, Ralph Cohen and Zappo, Paul Bates. And I'd like to invite you back here, same time, same channel, to the Guy Cater Show next week. And remember, it's nice to be important, but it's much more important to be nice. Good night.